Hello, greetings, salutations. This is a mess. Um, welcome to this video. Welcome to this video. I am Kay, also known as September, also known as Rambling, also known as Let's Just Talk About This Show, honey. It's Potomac. Um, I'm either 2 or 3 episodes behind. It's nothing to talk about really. All they doing is arguing. I can't keep coming on here talking about how they arguing. I can't, honey. I can't. Hold on. I got to fix this little piece of disheveled hair. My hair is so frizzy and just a mess. Anyway, the show. Potomac, I'm gonna start where my notes start, which is at the dinner with, is that better? Who cares? At the dinner with the girls. This is a disaster. I look like the girl from what's that Christmas movie that I've never seen? What is going on? Why is everything happening on my laptop? I tried to give you pieces of hair so you knew I wasn't bald, but it's just a mess. Anyway, um, dinner with the girls. Look at my butterfly earring. Isn't that precious? We love to see. Um, Candace calls Ashley wide body, and now Ashley is like, you body shaming. I don't care. I couldn't possibly care. I know a lot of people are probably feeling like, you don't talk about a woman who just had a baby's body. It's just some things you don't do. I don't care. When it comes to Ashley, I don't care. When it comes to Candace, I don't care. I just started calling her Candace instead of Tandis. At some point, Ashley starts talking about dry hair. That felt a little colorist to me. That felt, very much my daddy white and your daddy not to me. It might have been just me. But yeah, Ashley says Candace got dry hair, and I'm just like, I'm tired. I don't care. I do not care about these two at all. I do like when Ashley gets a little hood though, and she did get a little Blake. I thought that was refreshing. At some point, Mia tells Giselle that Karen, because I guess the episode that I maybe didn't talk about, I don't even remember, but the episode prior, I saw it. I don't know if I talked about it. I don't think I did. But for some backstory, Karen told Mia that she would be open to having a discussion with Giselle if Giselle would admit that using the word death in context with her husband Ray was just the wrong choice of word. Honestly, it's a personal trigger that Karen has. I think she's a little insecure because her husband is a little bit older. And I understand that. I feel like her personal trigger, she's stretching it, and she needs to see somebody. She needs to talk to a therapist. I also feel like now that Giselle knows that is her trigger, she's going to just keep doing it because Giselle is the type of heifer that's just gonna, I see what's got your goat, and I'm just gonna continue to get that goat. And it's just she's tacky. We know she's tacky. At some point, child, Karen goes to shoot an infomercial about Surrey County, but she's in Potomac, and I'm confused because I mean I know Potomac gets views, but I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna look at a video of Karen sitting on a swing on a slide talking about when she was a child and how her dress would just be above her head and she'd be butt naked on the slide. That's not gonna make me want to go visit the county. At some point, she says, many people don't know this, but peanuts actually come in a hull, a shell. Am I tripping? We all knew that, right? Like the video if you knew peanuts came in a hull, a shell. Comment down below and say I knew if you knew peanuts came in a hull or a shell. What in the world? We are all Mr. Peanut. Mr. Peanut himself is the hull. The peanuts from the Proud Family, them dancing peanut. Actually, those might have been the inner nut. Now that I think about it. Some of them, I think some of them had the shell and some of them didn't. I ain't watched the Proud Family movie in many moons, but the point remains that we all have the understanding that peanuts come in a shell. Don't we? If you didn't know, I'm shocked. I'm not judging you, I'm just shocked. Anyway, Giselle is moving on from Jamal, she tells her children. I'm tired of her having these sit down conversations with these girls about men. You don't talk to the girls about other things. Let's talk about taxes. Let's talk about finances. Let's talk about how to properly apply your makeup. Let's talk about the best way to make a sweet potato pie. Like, why are we always sitting down talking about men with these children? They are children. They shouldn't be talking with you about your relationships with men. First of all, they should be dating boys or girls, their choice, but they should not be talking to you about your relationship with men. That's weird. Second of all, did you notice? Maybe I'm just hypersensitive, but did you notice that during the conversation, the girls kept saying, when you find someone instead of a man? Now, Giselle, I believe, was saying something about a man. The girls were like, someone. I think the girls know what's going on between Glizzy and the the dress for less diva. Chris and Candace fighting. I could not care less. I couldn't. I could not. So we're moving on. Who went to it there? Robin. Let's rewind back an episode because I think either it was the beginning of this episode or the prior episode. Robin Dixon goes and sits down next to her 11-year-old child and it's like, I'm just thinking I need to get a life coach. He don't know what to do with that information. He's 11. He's 11. He doesn't know what to do with that. Okay, my mother needs a life coach or maybe therapy because her life isn't together. I'm 11. The end. Like, what is he supposed to do with this information? And then he's sitting there, you got the phone on speaker, you calling the life coach, and he just sitting there watching, taking in information. Not a gnat. Get away from me. Taking in information that he doesn't have the faculties to deal with. Now he just sitting here like, well, my mama's life isn't together. Another reason not to listen to her when she say get up in the morning, because her life ain't together. Another reason not to listen to her when she say stop jumping on the couch, because her life ain't together. Like, they already don't listen to you. And then here you come, whatever. Whatever, I don't care, whatever. But anyway, back to today. Robin goes and meets with this life coach who also, I think, specializes in therapy as well. She does both. She has locks, so I'm inclined to listen to her. Whenever I see a black lady with dreadlocks or a bald head or something, I'm like, she knows what's going on. She's aware. But yeah, they talked and she's talking about Juan. Robin ain't got no other problems in the world except Juan. Can we narrow down all the problems in the world and and all the problems in Robin's world and get rid of the big ones. I think the biggest one is Juan. And I'm not for breaking up homes, honey, but they already, well, I was gonna say they already divorced, but word on the street is they done got married. But I'm not for breaking up homes, but literally anytime Robin says she has a problem, it has to do with Juan. Like, girl, that's not your problem. That's his problem. Free yourself. Go find you a nice, soft, feminine woman to spend your latter years with. Anyway, we get to this goddess brunch that Mia is hosting. Side note, word on the street also is actually Mia said out of her mouth, but not on the show yet, that she went into chiropractics, or she had been getting chiropractic procedures after she had an opioid overdose. I'm gonna have to look into chiropractics because I'm maybe I'll have to look into what opioids do to your body. Because I feel like going to get chiropractic services after having an overdose, in my mind, it's not lining up. Because like, I agree that people should go and get their spines and things aligned and all of that. I'm just not saying where the opioid overdose connects. But she was on some news channel, honey, some years ago, talking about how she went into chiropractics after, or she started getting chiropractics after she had an overdose experience. My point is, I hope she talks about that on the show. I don't want to just talk about her mom and daddy. God rest her daddy, and we praying for her mama. I did not mention that she did have a sit down conversation with her mother, and we found out that her dad got her mom hooked on drugs. And when she being Mia was a younger child, she burned her arm up, second and third degree burns, with oatmeal because she was trying to make something to eat, because her daddy was downstairs with some other woman, and she being the mom had to leave work to come attend to the child. And then come to find out that the mama didn't really see it for Mia when she was little because she was so much like her father. And then we find out Mia doesn't really remember the bad times with her father. She's kind of blocked that out, which leads me to believe that we need a little bit more than chiropractics. Look like we need to be with Robin down at the at the life coaching therapy. But yeah, I forgot to mention that. So we had a conversation with the mama, who I think looks pretty good for having gone through all that she's gone through. She looked great. Back to the goddess situation. So the girls, Mia's having this beautiful black woman party, and the girls show up. I don't even remember what Mia had on. Ascala looked nice. I thought her braids were a little the braids at the top were a little chunky for her head shape, but it was still a beautiful style. Robin looked a fool. I'm sorry. She didn't look a fool. I did not like what Robin had on. I did not like what Candace had on, and I'm inclined to say she too looked like a fool, but I won't. I won't. I just did not like, I didn't like their hair. I don't remember their outfits. Just the hair just didn't come together for me. Of course, Karen has stepped it up with her wig, so her wig looked nice. Giselle looked nice, but they did a flashback moment. I think they were having an argument. I'll get there. But they did a flashback moment, and it really, Giselle is aging rapidly. And I'm not being shady when I say this. Like, she's aging boots. I noticed when she was spending all her time in the pool, and when they were in Williamsburg, I think it was, that her body, her back, her skin and stuff it's not looking 50. It's not looking 50 years old. It's looking a little older. But maybe she, people have different genetics. I know my great grandmother is 94, I want to say, and they backs look similar. Not being shady, just noticing. These are my opinions and my facts, my statements. Just getting that out there. But yeah, Giselle, when we looked at the flashback, because we only on season 6, so it's been at most 8 years, 9 max if you count the in between times. I'm gonna say 8. Baby, honey, it's getting away from you. It's getting away from you. But anyway, she looked nice. She looked decent. Ashley looked okay. I mean, she just had a baby, so we gonna lean on that. She just had a baby. She brings the baby. The baby's cute. He a baby. he eating and carrying on. What I don't understand is why is Ashley, every time we see Ashley, she's drinking, and then every other time she's breastfeeding, and then she's drinking, and then she's breastfeeding, and then she's drinking, and then she's pumping the breast milk to feed the baby. I know that baby be lit. You're not supposed to. Anyway, Ashley had this little ponytail, child. It was dry, and I didn't understand why she had been talking about Candace's dry hair when her hair. She need to cut them ends. Like, no shade. No shade. Just, I know dry hair. My hair isn't necessarily dry, but it's light and it's frizzy and it be looking dry. Anyway, so they go around the table, honey, and they giving compliments, and Ashley and what's her name, Candace, they give each other compliments, and it's nice. They say they admire each other's motherhood and ability to exist. I don't know. I didn't care. At some point, we get to Giselle, and Giselle is such a child. She's not even a child, because in kindergarten, they'll say, let's go around the room and do this thing. And the kids will do the thing. Giselle can't do the thing. Giselle is going around saying what she likes about everybody. And then she gets to Karen. I think everybody here knows that me and Karen don't get along, so I don't have anything nice to say about her. That's not how it works. Just because you don't get along with somebody doesn't mean that you can't say something nice about them. I can't stand Taylor Swift. I think Shake It Off was a bop. Period. It's so easy. I think it was a bop. Who else I don't like? Child, there's plenty of folks I don't like. I really don't see it much for Giselle. But I think she's determined. I think she's determined to run all the way. Like the Saints say. I think she gonna get on this show and give it everything she can. That's all you had to do. But she can't. So now we arguing and we going back and forth, and then Giselle brings up the children, and it hurt me and it hurt my children. And then here come Candace talking about it. I've never heard this B say she was hurt. Okay. We all know she was hurt. So then now we don't put the onus back on Karen to have to apologize to the children because the children were hurt. Them kids don't care. Them kids ain't studying it. They don't care nothing about it. They told their mama not to go with their daddy. And when all this happened, I'm sure Giselle went home and they was just sitting like, girl, we knew this. We knew. But anyway, now the onus is on Karen. So Karen has to apologize to the children. And I think she's looking at Mia and saying, I will give Giselle a moment and I will apologize to the children. Now here comes Giselle. Who is this B talking to? She can't be talking to me because she's not looking at me. If you're going to apologize to me, boo-boo. She's not apologizing to you. She's apologizing to the children who are not present. So she shouldn't have to look at you if she doesn't want to. Why is everything so complicated? Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way. Where's Avril? Honey, let's get. Oh, we did just get Avril out of her hidey hole with Willow Smith's new album. Very good album. I have the vinyl looking at me right in front of me. Anyway, it was stupid. Every bit of it was stupid. All of it ultimately ended up with, now we can start a new leaf, start a new chapter, so we back cool. I don't care. I don't care. And that was pretty much the highlights of the last couple episodes. If I missed anything, good riddance. But put it down in the comments and I'll think about it. It'll just be in the comments and I will have thought about it. Yeah, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the rest, child. And I'll see y'all in the next. Peace.